Leoni's sex-addicted ex-husband. On May 13, 1997, Leoni wed actor David Duchovny following an 8-week relationship. According to a U.S. magazine, David Duchovny strayed on his wife for years before ultimately checking himself into a sex addiction treatment facility. After Téa Leoni, who was devastated by his misdeeds, threatened to leave him, the X-Files star apparently decided to get help. A source told the National Enquirer he stated Téa gave him an ultimatum: get therapy or our marriage is finished. She believed it was harming both their marriage and their children. The actor and the Deep Impact actress have been married for 11 years. They have 2 children together, Kid, age 6, and Madeline West, a daughter who is 9. The insider said that Duchovny has acknowledged his obsessive need for infidelity and his inability to refuse the throngs of women that approach him. According to reports, Leoni had grown suspicious of her husband's actions in recent months, and after repeatedly probing him, the 48-year-old man finally confessed to cheating on her. It was widely rumored that Duchovny had a sex addiction during the height of his fame in the mid-1990s after cheating on several women. Ironically, in the obscene TV show Californication, the actor portrays a sex-obsessed womanizer. Due to the high media coverage of what's happening with Duchovny's sex addiction, Leoni also had to face stalking cameras and invading journalists almost every day. Leoni's illicit affair with Billy Bob Thornton. If you think you heard it all, you will be surprised. Turns out, Leoni has been having an illicit affair with Billy Bob Thornton when Duchovny was trying to fix his decade-long addiction. David Duchovny and Téa Leoni divorced not too long after the rehabilitation plans. The breakdown of their marriage was not due to his sexual compulsive propensity, but rather to his discovery of graphic text messages actor Billy Bob Thornton had sent on her phone. Duchovny discovered she had started a romance with Oscar-winning actor Billy Bob Thornton, 53, who was formerly married to Angelina Jolie, through the texts. Billy Bob, who has been married 5 times before, first met Téa when they worked on the comedy Manure earlier this year. At his performances, Thornton, a musician with his own band, has been spotted with Téa. A friend of the pair said, "She even helps him load and unload his vehicle." Téa convinced her husband to first seek therapy at the Meadows Clinic in Arizona before continuing his care at the Keystone facility in Pennsylvania. After receiving so much support for her efforts to make things work for her family, the news that Leoni had an affair startled the viewer. Leoni and her ex-husband's new lovers. 4 months after Leoni and ex-husband David Duchovny finalized their divorce, news of their growing affair with separate partners broke. This makes the social media frenzy, as the ink for the divorce tabloids didn't dry yet, and they have yet another scope. Without a doubt, a lot is happening with this couple. Many considered all the divorce scandals as publicity, while others think it is a planned initiative from the ex-couple. According to sources, Leoni's had many trysts with his Californication co-stars, while also being romantically involved with his old X-Files co-star Gillian Anderson, contrary to what most media outlets thought given his history of infidelity. However, when Leoni's own affair with Thornton came to light, her ex-husband made sure to point her unfaithfulness led to the breakdown of Anderson and Duchovny's marriage. This caused quite the uproar when Duchovny told press that his actions were for sexual pleasure, whereas Leoni's affair was unfaithful and more intimate. The opinion tore audiences who started drawing boundaries and clarifying both Leoni and Duchovny's actions as unfaithful, selfish, and mad. Amidst all these incidences, the 2 kids Leoni shared with her sex-addict husband seems to have paid the biggest prize. The 2 kids were reportedly 15 and 12 years old. Tim Daly had been married for 30 years when he first met Téa Leoni. Tim and Leoni get along well with one another. The actor encouraged his followers on Instagram to donate with him to UNICEF's Bridge Fund in honor of the father of his girlfriend on Father's Day in 2022. Additionally, he disclosed that her family would match any contributions made to the cause. Additionally, the pair still gets along well with their ex-spouses. Leoni and Daly are still together as of 2022, despite the lack of news regarding a potential wedding. Ever since wrapping the role of Dr. Elizabeth Adams McCord in the political drama Madam Secretary, a position she has held from the start of the show in 2014, Leoni has pretty much disappeared from the media. Her character, who served as the main protagonist of the show, struggled to strike a balance between her obligations as the U.S. Secretary of State and her obligations to her family and personal life. Soon the scandals calmed down, and the drama Madam Secretary came to an end. Leoni stayed low under radar, and all the scandals and rumors slowly died. In an interview, Leoni emphasized how her kids mean a lot to her, and the media coverage of her and her ex-husband's divorce took a toll on her kids. Nowadays, Leoni stays home and is trying her best to be a good mother as well as a good human being. From Leoni's Twitter, we can understand that she is focusing on eating and living a healthy lifestyle with her kids and boyfriend daily. Apart from that, it doesn't appear like the actress has many other plans for the coming year. Will she ever return to acting in movies? Time will only tell. What do you think about Téa Leoni being accused by her husband of infidelity over some text while being a full-blown sex addict himself?